So I've been struggling with physical as well as mental health lately, and I went on a mission to try and get fit by walking, and didn't quite work because I would have to do a lot of walking to raise my heart rate to a point that if I feel as if I've done exercise. So I cheated and I went steep walking, which involves steps. And step walking is done from the chalk and cheese. There's a set of very steep steps, and I found that I'm at the point now where I can loop once of these steps, and then I can literally feel it in my bones. That's chalk and cheese, and then I've got another bit of steep walking that I do in Simonstown from a cafe called the Kalo, and I'm going to add their contacts in the vlog as well. And from there, I can probably do another. From their location, I can do about between 4 and 5 Ks. But the best, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to wait for this, is from the village Roost, which used to be called the village Roast. I can run all the way to the top of Chapman's Peak, which gives me more than 10 Ks and 10 Ks of hill running in the bag. There's no better feeling than coming back from a run, feeling as if you have done good to yourself, to the planet. So, at another point, I will talk to you about why I've stopped running normally. So, at this point in time, I'm going to introduce my running attire, the Warachis, and the story behind it. Barefoot Ted and all those guys. And I managed to get to the top of Chapman's Peak and all the way down at speed with with this apparel. And I'm going to mention Doug Smetheram because he introduced me to the concept. And yeah, I'm still a very happy Warachi runner, feeling as if I'm taking huge strides forward. Physically, I'm doing a bit better. Now that I've got a weekly run, and when I could probably add another layer to it, another leg to it, makes it bi-weekly. And yeah, I need to maintain a positive headspace. There's a lot of temptation to lose it. One temptation is coming from my neighbor at the moment, who's insisted on getting a 6-week-old puppy. And I'm getting a funny sense that this puppy's going to live outside. So these are people who have never had a pet in the time that I've known them. Now suddenly there's a 6-week-old dog. And we try to advise, but at the end of the day, I'm not feeling very positive about that. But it pushes me into a space that I don't like to be at. So I try to be away from that space. I try and be light and happy. The happiness that I get from running in these shoes. I'm going to put in towards at the very end of this vlog, I'm going to tell a story. And then before that, I'm going to give you a sustainable product and thought, which launches me into another space. But for now, I just need to make a comment about Father's Day. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of my own birthday either. I haven't really articulated as to why everything about Father's Day makes me feel uncomfortable. I just want to carry on being a father without needing to be applauded, without Facebook telling me how good I am, not good I am. So I'm quite happy to be on the other side of Father's Day. The sustainable thought, which links to a product, is a couple of days ago I I joined a team of people who were hacking um, on the green belt in Komiki. And while they were hacking, I provided them with coffee from the rocket stove, spiced coffee from the rocket stove. And there I was telling them the story that the rocket stove consumes Port Jackson and cardboard, toilet roll inners, packaging and paper, all the things that makes me very uncomfortable. The rocket stove's natural enemy for these things. So that's the rocket stove sorted, and then the spiced coffee. I'm going to run the ingredients by you. The normal Arabica coffee, ground with cardamom, turmeric, ginger, aniseed, moringa, salt, cayenne, and one or two other things. And I'm at the point of feeling very proud of it and wanting it to be everywhere. Story time. So Saturday, Brett is a homeless friend of mine. He rocks up on the radar whenever he wants, whenever he needs money. And on Saturday morning, I was expecting him at 8. He only got there at 10. No, I lie. He only got there at 1. I I let him in quite easily. Didn't have a problem with that. I know that he needed the money, but regular ganja smoking just leaves him an empty shell. Leaves him a big baby. I I had him. Yeah, I've had some deaths in the family. There've been a lot of chickens been taken out by the dog. So I needed someone to secure the chicken coop so that they don't come wandering out by themselves. And I got him to do it. And the story which I want to share with you is that my son came running to me at about 2 or 3 o'clock, and he said, "Dad, Dad, Dad, there's a guy sleeping in the chicken coop." I smiled at him and said, "That guy's supposed to be fixing the chicken coop." Um, this girl and I took a walk, and there was Brett, peacefully sleeping, and chickens were quite okay with him being there. But I figured that this is probably because he doesn't sleep well at night. So it's a funny space to be in, to be providing a job, an income for someone. And it's at this point in time that I want to introduce the tragic gap. I'll send you the links, because whenever I look at a guy like Brett, I can see a future that is different from what it is right now. And that is the tragedy. This is Benson, and I am so grateful that I have your friendship. Let's look out for the next possibility to be together.
Okay, so the rocket stove story started with me just stacking some bricks in a certain way, and eventually I learned to have a proper air intake to eliminate the smoking and increase combustion. Then eventually I got introduced to a metal fabricated one, which the design was optimum to give us maximum heat and combustion, and also no smoke, and lovely to cook with twigs only. So I'm going to hand over to